Bagia, Professor Dr. Asma binti Ismail. In Bagia, Tantri Dato Dr. Mohammed Zaid bin Mohammed Nordin. In Bagia, Professor Dato Dr. Musa bin Ahmad. Yang Barusaha, Professor Dr. Muhammad Majid bin Conti. Salam Sejahtera dan selamat datang ke University Nottingham, Malaysia Campus. Kami gembira bahawa Anda berada di sini untuk persidangan yang penting ini. Sekarang saya akan bercakap dalam bahasa Inggris. And I have to confess that that's because my Bahasa Malaysia is a little bit limited. But if I may just reiterate it, I am delighted to welcome you here today for this important and exciting conference. And I'm sure that all of us in this room are very much aware of the genuinely transformational power of education. And as representatives of educational institutions, I think we all have a responsibility to sustain and develop that transformation by protecting the knowledge we have, but also by challenging it, by developing it, by looking after what we know, but also by developing new knowledge, and by sharing that knowledge for the benefit of us all. And I think if we are really to realise the powerful benefits that education offers, then it's essential that we are open to learning in all its forms, and that we value knowledge, whatever its origins. And I think, for me, that is one of the dominant themes of the work of Multiversity, but also of this particular conference. And it's reminding us the importance of openness, the importance of awareness of difference, the need to challenge and critique accepted wisdom. And I think particular significance is the importance of recognising that there is no single right answer, there is no single correct way. And one of the things that we can do as representatives of academic institutions is encourage challenge and debate in those spaces. I realise it may seem a little unusual that a British university that is operating in Malaysia serves as the host for a conference that has its focus on decolonisation. I would say from my perspective that I sincerely hope that you will see our involvement and our partnership with the organisers of this event as a reflection, not of another attempt to colonise, but rather as a reflection of our own openness and willingness to unlearn and to learn from others. I think for me one of the important things today is the idea that the topics that will be addressed go beyond the issues of individual reflection to think about broader systemic issues that relate to the ownership and management of knowledge, and to issues that highlight the importance of policy and leadership in broadening the ways in which we think about education and learning. And as we seek to address some of the major challenges that confront our societies around the world, I think our best hope for success lies not in simply relying on one dominant knowledge system that originates in the developed north, but rather on opening up our minds and our thinking to the accumulated learning and knowledge that exists around the world, and which emanates from a diversity of traditions of learning and understanding. And if I might just briefly draw attention to one example of this in practice, it's a very local example and one that involves this university. The example is that of the work we do on underutilised crops, work that's been supported by the vision of the government of Malaysia. And this work seeks to build on the knowledge and traditions of food production and food use, which emanate not from the mass systems of industrial farming that produce wheat, rice and maize, but from indigenous knowledge about the crops that are most productive and resilient in the face of changing natural environments. I'd like to just close my welcome speech by extending my thanks to a number of different groups. To Multiversity for inspiring and driving this initiative forward. To ACEPT for its support and commitment. To USIM for its partnership. And to the Ministry for its support. It's been, I think, a very positive experience working in partnership with these groups to deliver what I hope will be a very, very successful conference. And I'd like to extend my special thanks to my colleagues here at UNMC for the work that they've put in, particularly those in the background, who put in a tremendous amount of work organising the coming days. Finally, let me thank all of you. You've travelled long distances in many cases to join us. You're giving up your time generously to participate, and you are key to the success of this endeavour. May I wish you all a productive and enjoyable conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Christine Ennew. I think your bahasa is quite impressive.